Coming from the Hill, Public Citizen steps up fight against Doge access with Education Department lawsuit. The University of California student government sued Friday to block Elon Musk's Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE, from gaining access to government data on millions of student borrowers. The students, represented by Public Citizen, a left-leaning consumer advocacy group, argued that DOGE's access to the Education Department's systems containing the personal data of more than 42 million people would violate federal privacy law and the Internal Revenue Code. Defendants' action granting DOGE-affiliated individuals continuous and ongoing access to that information for an unspecified period of time means that millions of Americans from all walks of life have no assurance that their sensitive information and that of their parents and/or spouses will receive the protection that federal law affords, the lawsuit states. And because defendants' actions and decisions are shrouded in secrecy, individuals do not have even basic information about what personal or financial information defendants are sharing with outside parties or how their information is being used. It continues. The Hill reached out to DOGE for comment. DOGE has moved quickly to reshape the federal bureaucracy during President Trump's first weeks in office, gaining access to critical Treasury Department payment systems, largely dismantling the U.S. Agency for International Development, USAID, and moving on to several other federal departments. Keep in mind that Elon Musk and his little cronies are always doing this over the weekend. So buckle up, Buttercup, for what's next. And keep in mind, regardless of where you stand on the political spectrum, your information could be up for grabs, and you don't know for what. A judge this week issued an order temporarily limiting which DOGE personnel can access the Treasury Department systems, and Thursday night, Public Citizen filed a separate lawsuit seeking to reverse the USAID actions. A hearing is scheduled later Friday on government unions' request to block the DOGE team from accessing Labor Department data. The advocacy group also sued over DOGE's setup, arguing it doesn't comply with applicable transparency requirements and cannot continue operating. The newest case named the Education Department and its acting secretary as defendant. It also cited reporting from the Washington Post that DOGE staffers at the department have fed sensitive data into artificial intelligence systems to probe the agency's spending. Trump has indicated he wants to use executive action to eliminate the department or weaken it. Democrats have increasingly sounded the alarm over the proposal, sending a series of letters demanding answers, and more than a dozen Democratic lawmakers were set to visit the department's headquarters Friday morning. These are people who trusted ED with their sensitive personal information when they filled out their FAFSA and applied for federal student loans and grants in reliance on the agency's rules and other representations, the complaint states. This is the time to make some noise. And before you say, oh, Taz, I don't have the money for a lawsuit, realize how many attorneys are going to be willing to take this up pro bono. This is the time to stop sitting back asking who's doing this, who's doing that. They're not doing enough. They're not playing by regular rules, so we don't need to either. Bombard them with lawsuits. Also, you're already on social media. Start adding Trump and Musk everywhere and letting them know you don't like them. They're ego-driven. Stay on their necks. Y'all troll everybody anyway. Go troll them.